Hey, what's up? My name's Peace and I am a singer-songwriter and the lead vocalist in the recently released song Head to the Sky by Neoteryc. We actually go back to the year 2019 where Neoteryc did a sold-out headline show at the Camden Assembly. And I had the honours of also gracing the stage with them doing a couple of covers, which was a lot of fun. So I believe a year or maybe a year and a half after that happened that they then hit me up about this song collaboration. So when I was approached about the song, there was already a skeleton piece that they sent of the instrumental. And then there was also an already written chorus that we sort of were working on the basis of. So I actually wrote the verses with the chorus and the hook of the song in mind, and then just accompanied it with like some of my personal experiences and like what I wanted to say in the song. Now, the production side of things was a little bit more tricky, as you can imagine, getting everyone in one room, obviously deemed very difficult because everyone was busy. I was already doing a world tour with another artist that I'm working with, and Neoteryc, they were obviously doing a lot more planning for like some other headline shows that they were doing. So it was very hard to kind of get everyone in one room, but the good news is that we got there in the end, and here we are now sharing this piece of work with you. So, great news. I would say it was more inspiring. That doesn't mean that it wasn't challenging, because I think with anything that is important to you, it's not always going to be glitz and glam, but I think for the most part it was very inspiring. Working with Neoteryc was really just such a pleasant experience because of how they interpret music, how they bring that from paper to pen to production. And I think for anyone that has been following them for a while would know that, they really do take their craft seriously, and being able to go from a listener into like actually writing alongside them and actually seeing their process and their thought process and that actually coming to life, that for me is something that I think that will stay with me for a very, very long time. So yeah, I would say for most parts it was very inspiring, and other parts was challenging, but not in a negative way, just because, anything that you want to, to release or to bring to life is going to come with, some hiccups, or, it's not always going to be as straightforward as you endeavour. But what is really important is that you keep your head up, which is the message of this song, and you keep on going. I think that's exactly what we ended up doing. So this song, I guess in a sense, helped us keep our heads up to the sky, because, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to bring it to you if we did. I hope that the listener can feel a sense of hope, a sense of peace, a sense of empowerment to keep on going, to keep their head up, and to not allow their current, like where they are, to define or to dictate where they're heading. And looking up to the sky can mean different things for other people. But for me, looking up to the sky is me looking up to God and relinquishing control on how I think life should go or how I think things should happen in my favor, and just trusting that actually, you know what, He actually has this all under control, and I just have to enjoy the process. So I hope that the listener can do the same.